Everyone who talks about media mix modeling seems to mean something different. But what is media mix modeling exactly, and how does it work? MMM stands for Marketing or Media Mix Modeling, and the term covers an enormously wide variety of techniques for measuring marketing effectiveness. What the techniques all have in common is that they, 1, use top-down econometric or statistical methods, and 2, work on aggregated data. Any such model could be called an MMM, and so that term doesn't actually narrow things down very much. Because these methods are observational as opposed to interventional, they are correlational in nature. Without a lot of work and some additional assumptions, it's fair to assume that any off-the-shelf media mix model or marketing mix model will measure correlation, but not necessarily causation. In order to try to make the models better match how marketing works in the real world, MMMs will often attempt to include things like ad stock or time shift effects to account for the delayed impact of some marketing, or things like saturation curves to account for the diminishing marginal returns to additional investment in marketing or advertising in some channels. However, every implementation of these features is different. Some are better than others, and they can all still generate nonsensical results. Broadly, these modeling techniques work by analyzing patterns in your historical marketing data. On days when you spent more on Meta, did you generate more customers? When you pulled back on brand search that week, did revenue stay flat or did it dip? By matching these variations in spend to variations in business results, MMMs attempt to estimate the additional revenue associated with changes in marketing activity while controlling for everything else. Because media mix models only use aggregate data, they're not impacted by things like iOS updates, cookie deprecation, or privacy regulations. This might all sound pretty great, but here's the reality. MMM is exceedingly hard to get right in practice. Models can be sensitive to assumptions, prone to overfitting, and difficult to validate. This is why taking careful steps to validate the model's ongoing accuracy through techniques like running lift tests and reviewing model backtest results are so important. If you're interested in learning more about model validation, we have a few guides linked in the comments.